Hello children, I am back. This time I am going to brief you the work done from 1st September to 11th September class LKG subject English. This time the topics were taught alphabets, introduction of alphabets I and J. Draw pictures, alphabet E to H, two-letter words with the sight words and vowel words. Then A vowel words and exercises related to alphabets for revision. Introduction of alphabet I says E. The sound of I is E. Short sound E. Long sound I. Let's learn together. I says E, India. I says E, igloo. I says the long sound ice cream. I says E, iguana. I says E, injection. I says long sound eyes. I says long sound island. I says short sound insects. I says ink. I says injury. I says idea. I says idli. I says ill. I says eating. Now let's learn flower name with I. Alphabet I. Flower name with alphabet I is Irish. Vegetable name Italian sweet pepper. Fruit name ice cream bean. Object iron. Animal name iguana. Iguana is a reptile. City name Imphal. One more city name is there. Indore, the cleanest city of India. And country name, yes, of course, our country, India. And the bird name, Iago sparrow. Now let's sing alphabet song. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now sound A, B, K, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. That's all with the introduction of alphabet I. Now we will do coloring in the spiral book. This is the block of alphabet I in the spiral book. First let's trace as we do writing of I. Then you will make the border. And fill the color. While coloring, let's revise the words. I says E, India. I says E, ink pot. I says E, igloo. I says E, iguana. I says E, iron. I says E, Irish flower. I says E, city name Indore. I says ice cream. I says E, injury. So while coloring, you have to revise all the words too. That's all with the coloring of I in block of I. Now let's learn how to write capital I, small I. To write capital I, start from the red line, top red line, make a standing line, then again go to the top red line and make a sleeping line, and on the last blue line one more sleeping line. This is capital I. For small I, you will make a standing line within the blue line. And give a dot above the first blue line. Now let us write capital I and small I in the workbook, English workbook. Before we start, let us say the sound of I. Sound of I, short sound E, long sound I. Small I as in igloo, capital I as in igloo, small I as in ink pot, capital I as in ink pot, small I as in iguana, capital I as in iguana. Now I will read out the short story. You have to identify the picture and say the name. An Eskimo in his, yes, it's igloo, ate an ice cream. which was blue. He came down with the bad flu and his tongue, it looked like an iguana, turned blue. Now let's write small I. First, we will trace the dotted line, a standing line within the blue line and a dot above the blue line. Once again, standing line within the blue line and a dot, small dot above the blue line. For capital I, make a standing line, go to the top, red line again, make a small slipping line, and on the last blue line again one slipping line. One more time, standing line, slipping line, slipping line. Similarly you will do in the now let's do in the notebook. Small I within the blue line, make a standing line and a dot above the blue line. Standing line within the blue line and a dot above the blue line. For capital I, standing line from red line to the last blue line and slipping line on the red line, small slipping line and on the blue line. Standing line, slipping line on the red line and slipping line on the last blue line. This way you will write in the notebook too. Now it's time for story. Story of I. The name of the story, Incy and the Insects. Incy and the insects. Incy is a little iguana. She lives in the jungle. One day, she meets some insects in a cave. They invite little Incy to their house. ये स्टोरी किसकी है? इंसी की. इंसी कौन है? इग्वाना. इग्वाना जंगल में रहता है. वन डे, एक दिन, इंसी को इंसेक्ट्स ने उनके केव में इनवाइट किया और वो वहाँ पे गई. They sit and eat ice cream. The insects show her ink pots with blue and red color ink. Incy makes a picture. इंसी उनके घर गई और वो सब ने मिलकर आइसक्रीम खाई। और उसके बाद वो इंसेक्ट्स ने उनके इंक पॉट्स दिखाए, रेड एंड ब्लू कलर्स। फिर इंसी ने उस इंक से पिक्चर बनाया। Now you must have looked for the words with alphabet I. Yes, iguana. E, sound of I, E. So iguana, insects, ice cream, ink pots, the end. I hope you have enjoyed the story. Now I will introduce the alphabet after I. Yes, it's the alphabet J. Capital J, small j. Sound of J, J. Words with letter J. J says J, jam. J says J, jug. J says J, jacket. J says J, jeep. J says J, jellyfish. J says J, jungle. J says J, jalebi. J says J, jigsaw puzzle. J says J, juice. J says J, jeans. J says J, joker. J says J, jar. J says J, jewelry. Some more words: jellyfish, joker, jar, jackfruit, jacob. Now let's do words with alphabet J. Flower name, J says J, jasmine. Vegetable name, J says J, jalapeno. Fruit name, J says J, jackfruit. Jackfruit, when it's raw, it can be used as vegetable also, and when it is ripe, it can be eat as fruit. Thing or object name, J says J, jacket. Animal name, J says J, jackal. City name, J says J, Jaipur. Jaipur is known as the pink city of India. Country name, J says J, Japan. And one bird name, that is J says J, jacksnipe. Now let's do coloring in the block of capital J and small j. While coloring, you have to recall all the words the alphabet J. J says judge, joker. J says judge, jug. J says judge, jam. J says judge, jar. J says judge, jellyfish. J says judge, jeep. J says judge, jasmine. J says judge, Jaipur. J says judge, Japan. J says judge, jacket. So this way you will do coloring. Now let us see how to write capital J and small j. Capital J, small j. For capital J, start from the top red line, draw a standing line, then a downward curve, a slipping line on the top red line. This is capital J. For small j, start from the first blue line, make a standing line up to the last red line and a down curve, and on the top, on the above the first blue line, give a dot. This is small j. Now let's write capital J and small j in the workbook. Before we write, let us say the sound of J. J says J. Small j as in joker, capital J as in joker. Small j as in jam, capital J as in jam. Small j as in jar, capital J as in jar. Now I will read out the short story. You have to identify the picture and say the name. Mr. Joker was off to his farm, eating bread, cheese and jam. His jeep got stuck in a traffic jam. What a jam! What a jam! That's a good job. Now let's write small j. For small j, start from the first blue line, make a standing line up to the red line and make a downward curve and give a dot on the above the first blue line. Again, standing downward curve and a dot above the blue line. This is small j. For capital J, start from the top red line, make a standing line up to the blue line and make a downward curve and make a slipping line on the top red line, a small slipping line. That is capital J. Start from the red line, make a downward curve and a slipping line on the top red line. This is capital J. Similarly, you will do in the E1 notebook. In even notebook also we will write small j, start from the blue line up to the red line and the downward curve and a dot above the blue line. For capital J, start from the red line, come down up to the last blue line, downward curve and a sleeping line on the top red line. This way you will do writing in workbook and notebook. Now it's story time. Story of alphabet J. The name of the story is Jackie Jumps with Joy. Jackie is a clever jackal. He wears a blue jacket. He goes to the market in a green jeep. His mother, Janny, makes jam and jelly. Jackie sells the jars of jam and jelly. He has a jug of fruit juice to drink. One day, Jagga the jaguar comes to his shop. He buys all the jars from him. Jackie is very happy and jumps with joy. Let's recall the words. Jackal, jacket, jeep, jam, jelly, jug, juice, jaguar, the ant. Now let's do CVC words, that is consonant, vowel, consonant words. Read, blend and say. Before we start with the 3-letter words, let's do 2-letter words. In this 2-letter words, we have vowel and consonant too and some sight words also. Am, an, an, as, at, if, in, is, it, be, he, me, we, off, on, or, my, go, no, so, to. Now A vowel words. These are the 2-letter words. Aber, ab, adder, add, agger, ag, ammer, am, anner, an, apple, app, r, r, actor, at. Now vowel plus consonant. B a ba, k a ka, d a da, f a fa, g a ga, h a ha, j a ja, l k a ka, l a la, n a na, m a ma, p a pa, qu a qua, r a ra, s a sa, t a ta, v a va, w a w a wa, x a xa, z a za. Now let's do ab, 3-letter words. Ab, ab, k, ab, cab, d, ab, dab, f, ab, fab, j, ab, jab, l, ab, lab, n, ab, nab, r, ab, rab, s, ab, sab, t, ab, tab. Let's do revision with the picture. K, ab, cab, d, ab, dab, n, ab, nab, l, ab, lab, g, ab, gab, t, ab, dab, j, ab, jab. Add words. Add, 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 bad, add, dad, add, jad, add, lad, add, mad, add, pad, add, sad, pad, add, 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 add pad, add sad, add dad, add lad, add mad. Now ag, ag, bag, ag, rag, ag, tag, ag, lag. Mag, mag. Nag, nag. Rag, rag. Tag, tag. Wag, wag. Bag, bag. Rag, rag. Lag, lag. Lag यानी पीछे. Mag, mag. Mag means magazine. Nag, nag. बहस करना. Wag, wag. Dog tail wag करता है ना. Now am words. Am, dam. Am, ram. Am, tam. Am, mam. These are the words with the pictures. Am, dam. Am, ram. Am, sam. Am, tam. Am, yam. Now anna words. Ban, ban. Fan, fan. Lan, lan. Man, man. Pan, pan. Ran, ran. Tan, tan. Wan, van. Now and words with picture. And ban. And fan. And man. And ran. And tan. And pan. Now app words. App, app. App, cap. App, gap. App, lap. App, map. App, nap. App, wrap. App, sap. App, tap. App words with picture. App. CAP, cap. App, gap. App, lap. App, map. App, nap. App, wrap. App, sap. App, tap. Now are words. The vowel sound of a is changed before L or R. That's why it is pronounced as R. A-R, R. K-R, car. B-R, bar. F-R, far. J-R, jar. T-R, tar. W-R, war. Are words with picture. B-R, bar, chocolate bar. K-R, car. F-R, far. J-R, jar. T-R, tar. The road are made of tar. W-R, war. Now, actor, adwords. B-actor, bat. K-actor, cat. F-actor, fat. M-actor, mat. P-actor, pat. R-actor, rat. S-actor, sat. Adwords with pictures. B-at, bat. K-at, cat. F-at, fat. M-at, mat. P-at, pat. R-at, rat. S-at, sat. H-at, hat. Thank you. Now we will do draw pictures of the alphabet. Alphabet E, F, G and H. With alphabet E, we will draw egg. E says egg. Start from the red line and make oval shape, as the egg is in oval shape. E says egg. For alphabet F, you will make flower. Draw flower. Make a circle, then curve, one more curve, another curve. This will be the petals for flower, and make a standing line. Now for G says grapes. The dots are given. In that dots you will make circle One more circle. Another circle. Then down 2 circles. And last 1 circle. This way you will draw grape. Then make a standing line and sleeping line on the red line. With H says her house. Make standing line with the given dots. Then sleeping line, one more sleeping line and a triangle and a rectangle for door. This is H says her house. This way you will do classwork, homework. Now next we are going to write small and capital alphabet from F to J. You will write in sequence. Small f, F says fur, flower. G says grapes. H says her house. I says ink pot. J says jug. You will write capital alphabet F, G says goat. H says her hat. I says India. J says jug. This way you will finish the page. Now the last exercise is circle the correct alphabet. The picture given is drum. So you will circle alphabet D. The picture is given balloon. So B sounds B. So circle the alphabet B. Now the picture is given car. Car. K sounds C. Next house. House. Her sounds H. Flower. Flower. F sounds F. Grapes. Grapes. G. This way you now it's story time. The name of the story is Planting. Rahul's grandpa gives him a small plant. Here is a gift for you, Rahul. Thank you, Grandpa. Rahul decides to put the flower pot inside his room. The plant becomes sad. It likes fresh air and sunshine to grow healthy. I will put it here next to my bed. राहुल को उसके ग्रैंडपा ने एक छोटा सा प्लांट गिफ्ट किया. राहुल ने सोचा वो प्लांट फ्लावर पॉट उसके रूम में रख दे, पर प्लांट तो सैड हो गया, दुखी हो गया, क्योंकि उसको तो फ्रेश एयर, ताज़ी हवा और सनशाइन यानी धूप पसंद है. तभी तो वो हेल्दी ग्रो होगा. Rahul changes his decision and puts the plant outside the house in the veranda. I will put the flower pot here. राहुल ने उसका डिसीजन चेंज किया और उसने वो प्लांट को घर के बाहर वरांडे में यानी बाहर बालकनी में रखा, जहाँ उसे धूप और ताज़ी हवा मिलेगी. फ्रेश एयर एंड सनशाइन द प्लांट विल गेट. The plant is happy. Rahul is happy too with his decision. He can see the plant growing well outside. अब राहुल भी खुश और प्लांट भी खुश, और उसने देखा कि बाहर वो प्लांट बहुत अच्छे से ग्रो हो रहा है. That's all with the story. So, whenever you also take care of plant, you have to take care that the plant should grow in fresh air and with proper sunshine. So, grow more plants. With this good thought, I will end this video.